So how have you been this week, Drac? A bit more positive?
Not really, Doctor. Not really.
Anything you want to tell me?
Well, the first thing, I thought I caught COVID over the weekend. In fact, I'm certain I caught COVID over the weekend. I mean, one of the symptoms, they say, is that you're coughing. Well, I was in my coffin all weekend.
Not coughing, Drac. Coughing. You know, coughing.
You have it too? Should this be happening? I mean, we're not exactly a safe distance, are we?
Drac, you haven't got COVID. You can't catch COVID, you're a vampire. Now, did you try any of those suggestions that I gave you last time?
Well, as I was in isolation for most of the weekend, I didn't get many of the things done. I can't help it if I just suck at everything.
No, you don't.
Oh, really? Well, how come everyone thinks I'm a big pain in the neck? It's not my fault. I try to go out and meet new people. Like the other evening, I went to an evening class. An art class. But that was rubbish. All I did was draw blood.
Oh dear.
Well, then I thought I'd try something new, you know. So as I was walking home, I noticed this little poster in the village hall. It said Spanish dance lessons. A great way to meet new friends. I thought this could be it. So I went in. And I tried everything. But they wouldn't let me do the fandango. So I left, crying. And I haven't been back since.
Oh, Drac, we've spoken about this. You should have kept at it. Well, at least you tried, and that's a good confidence booster.
Oh, it did. I felt amazing going in there. And then I felt amazing when I came home, you know.
That's brilliant, Drac. I'm so proud of you.
But it didn't last. I got home, I put on the television, and the news, and then that former American president, that horrible one, you know, was shouting again. Everybody in America angry at me.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, you know, Trump. He was getting everyone in America hating me.
What?
Yes, he was getting them all angry. They were all shouting, "Stop the count! Stop the count!" I mean, I haven't been to America for years and I've never even met Trump. Why is he getting them to hate me?
Oh dear. Tell me, Drac, did you ever think about having a emotional support from an animal? You know, when you're stressed or anxious.
I did, yes. I got one.
Oh wow, what did you get?
A sheep.
A sheep?
Oh yes, she's a lovely, fluffy little thing.
And what did you name the sheep?
Dracula.
Okay, I think that's all for today. So, Neffy, it's been a while. How are you coping? Not good, Doctor, I must admit. I feel like my life is unravelling. I feel like a tapestry that's being attacked by some very angry kittens. And you keep pulling at the threads. It's a nightmare. I just want to be seen as something other than a mummy.
Mummy, 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 mummy.
You see, it's constant.
Mummy, 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 mummy. I'm Dr. Percy Dreadful, Dr. Penny Dreadful, so she can't be here tonight because she's going to have to help an invisible man. He's fed up of not being noticed. How can I help you?
When it's like this, Doctor, we're having... Sorry, are you a little bit young for this?
Oh, not at all. It's my 330th birthday next week.
Really?
Yes. Now, how can I help you?
When it's like this, Doctor, I feel like the spark has gone from our marriage. I mean, he used to be electrifying. And when we first got together, he was so passionate. But now look at him, it's like he needs a recharge. I mean, when we first got together, it was magic. I took him to meet my parents. My dad asked me where I dug him up from. I didn't care, I rose above it. But now it's horrible. We argue about everything, even the little things. I mean, he doesn't even let me get a word in edgeways, look. So even in here, I tried to talk to him, but it falls on deaf ears. They are actually deaf ears, I got them last month. And you got the cheap ones, like a man. And now you're suffering, aren't you? Oh, be quiet. The doctor doesn't want to hear your foul language. I just wish sometimes that he would pull himself together and think. He's got a brain, he's got a collection of them at home. In fact, it's costing us an arm and a leg. Whenever I mention money, all he says is, "Oh, get a job, but you haven't, have you?" Oh, don't bring that fiasco up. You only went and entered into a bodybuilding contest, completely misunderstood and came last. It's like the time when you went for the body shop job. Yeah, kept on asking if there was a staff discount and were the body parts fresh.
Okay.
Don't give me that. You like it all the time. You never listen to me. It's like on the way here. The reason we're late, Doctor, is because this dead weight couldn't get it into his thick skull that the second-hand shop in the high street doesn't sell second-hands. Honestly, I think he's got a screw loose. You want to pull yourself together. Shocking behaviour.
Let's just take a moment to compose ourselves. Mr. Moss, do you have anything to say about your marriage?
So, how is work going, Steve?
How's work going? How's work going, she asks. I mean, really, what do you think? Well, let's see. The hours are getting to me now. How would you like to only be working nights? Ghost hunters don't really come round for mid-morning tea and ask, "Oh, is anybody there?" do they? Oh no, it's always around 1 a.m. in the morning. Is there anyone there? Since I took this gig, I don't have a social life anymore. I have to deal with people who used to stand in drafty buildings saying, "Oh, I feel a presence in this room. It's suddenly gone very cold." Oh, has it? It's got nothing to do with the fact that you left the window when the door's open, does it, love? Oh, grow up.
Well, there must be some job satisfaction with what you do.
Sometimes they leave the door open and I can actually come in. This one time I knocked and they said, "Is someone there?" And I went, "Yes, it's me." Open the door. "Can you knock again if someone's there?" So I knock again and again and again, and I'm waiting out in freezing cold, rain pelting at windows, wind blowing right up my sheet. And all the time they're all inside getting excited and screaming.
Staring and making yourself known is part of the job, Steve.
Only because it's what they want. No one asks me what I want. Oh, or ask my ideas or how I can improve things for everyone, do they? No, they just ask me to knock on something or pick something up off the floor. Oh, and this is the real kicker. This really annoyed me. They asked me once in this séance if there was a man called Jim there. Jim! They didn't even want to speak to me. They asked me to pop off and get Jim. I had my sheet dry cleaned and everything that night.
You must have done something at work that made you smile.
Well, I once farted.
Farted?
Yeah, it was a cracking one. It ripped through the room like forked lightning. Oh, one walked past me just as I did it and announced to the room, "I felt a presence. I suddenly felt a breeze of warm air." Then everyone else got a whiff and all agreed, the odour of the dead. I did chuckle to myself, I must admit. I made the curtains move and everything.
Well, there you go. Every cloud and all that.
So, what are you saying? I just go to every job, fart and leave? If only that was enough. They want more after that. They get these strange little rods and sticks out and wave them about, hoping to detect me. I thought, frightening people, jumping out at them and haunting them would be great. But really, all they do is ask me to do stuff. Do that, do this, pick up this ball off the floor, move this glass, fetch their long-lost husband. I'm not standing for it anymore. I'm really not. I feel sorry for them. I mean, is their life truly that boring that they have to go around and find dead people to make conversation with?
Okay, we'll leave it there, I think.
Oh, I've got a lot more. I've got lots more to talk about, Doc.
Another time, Steve. Another time. So, Basker, this is your first session with me. I understand you've been feeling a bit inferior compared to the other werewolves in your pack. Is this something you'd like to talk about? Where do you think these feelings came from? When did you start feeling this? And that's very interesting. I'm very keen to try a mix of therapies. For example, CBT, chase ball therapy. Finally, a happy customer. I need a drink.